Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. Today I decided to do a review of the FourChords app. Now this is a very popular app. A lot of you have probably already heard of it at least. So I thought it'd be a good idea to just kind of run through the features for you guys. I find it to be a great tool for the beginning guitar player. So it really helps you learn new chords while learning songs, which keeps people motivated and good stuff like this. Now, FourChords has over 1,500 songs in this app at this point, so there's a lot to learn. They're all usually done and kind of rearranged to make it easier for beginning guitar players to learn without a bunch of bar chords and difficult stuff like that. It's available on iPhone, Google Play. It's also they have a version on the Steam store as well, so you might want to check that out. So let's take a look here. I've got the app here open. I'm using an iPhone here. So we have basically our whole song book here. Now you can go in and just purchase more songs in the app, or it's a free app. It's got a lot of free features that you can use too. So let's just check out a little bit what you can do if you're just totally starting out. And I think it's kind of a fun feature. Let's start here with, let's just click on Born in the USA, okay? Now, if you go to the chords feature, you'll see at the top, if you go to the chords, you'll see the two chords are going to be used in this song. But say you don't know chords yet, this is literally your first day of playing guitar. Now, this is kind of funny because the first day I ever played guitar, this is exactly what I did. You can do a one-string version of the song. Now, obviously, it's very, very simplified. So it'll just show you how to hit an A string, open A string. And then if you click D, it'll show you the D string. So you'll see that. Now these tutorials here for the chords and the strumming and stuff is done by Justin Sanderco. So I'm sure you guys know who he is. And he does a very good job at it. So the one string version, you can just play along, just playing one string of the guitar. And it's really fun just to build rhythm skills. I did that the first morning of playing guitar. I did that for Owner of a Lonely Heart. And my older brother doesn't play guitar either, but his friend showed him like a one string version of it. And I think I played that for the first 2 months of playing guitar. It's all I played. So and it kind of reminded me of that. But say we're ready to go. You know those two open strings, and you can play along. Very simple version, obviously, of Born in the USA. And it gives you a little count off, and then you get and just hit the A string. Then the D's coming up. All right, so let's say you've graduated past that. Well, let's build it up a little bit. Go back to the chords and let's do a 3-string version. So a little bit more complex, and you'll see Justin show you how to play a 3-string version of the A chord. All right, and then you can do the same for the D chord. And you'll see him go through that real quick and how to strum it. So now if we play, you can have the little bit fuller sounding but still simple version of it. I didn't go back to the beginning of the song there, but you get what I mean. So in this part, we're just doing simple one strum down. But we're just using a 3-string version of those chords. Back to the A. Now, what they've done here is enabled you to play, hundreds or thousands of songs with just basically 11 easy chords. So they've transposed them and rearranged them to make them easier to play, which is a great way to learn. You're getting music underneath your fingers, you're learning the basic chords, and you're also, staying motivated and stuff. So if you try to play along with the album, this song is not actually in this key, but that's fine. You're still playing the song. You're just keeping it in a little bit easier to play version. All right, so now as you get more advanced, you go to the full chords. So let's click on the 3-string here and then switch it to basic. So basic is going to give us the full chords here. So you can see the A there, and Justin's going to show you how to play that. Thank you, Justin. And then we have the D chord, and he'll show you how to play that. and then you do the full version of the song. So let's go back to the play, and we can just pick up from where we are. If I wanted to backtrack, I could take this little track bar and move back in the song wherever I want. Let's just start here, because we're still in the single strum part of the song, the beginning, a little bit more simplified, right? Now we pick up with an actual strumming pattern. So what is that? So all you have to do is go to the strum button at the top, and there they call it the Holy Grail strum, because it's going to be used more than just about anything you've ever seen. And you can see right there, you can click start, and we have down, down, up, up, down. So he's just doing that on the A. So just practice on that. Now if it's a little bit too fast for you, click over, and you can just click the down arrow underneath that little up and down pick motion, and I lowered it to 100 beats a minute. So we have this. So you do that until you can, consistently follow along with the pattern, and then you can put it with the chords by going back to the song and playing along. So that has kind of the words there too, kind of a karaoke style, so it's easy to follow along with. Now, you can also search for chords. Let's go back to the song list. You'll see that at the top left. Ooh, look, it's gauging my progress. I'm now a garage beginner. Thank you very much. So let's click here. You can click the little search thing and search for a song. And let's say we want to do Wonderwall. Okay, let's click on Wonderwall, see if it'll find it for us. I'm not very good at typing on these things. We have big honking fingers. All right, now we're here at Wonderwall. Now let's look at the chords version here. Now if we look at the basic chords right now, there is just the E minor. Now once again, this has been transcribed down. They actually play this with a capo too. So you could probably play it with these chords and just capo it and then sound like the original recording. But say you wanted to take that and you can learn your chords and play the full chords with it and hit play and just play along with Wonderwall. Now that's the basic version of doing it. It's got a more complex strumming pattern to it. So you go to the strumming pattern, and there's the full strumming pattern. And you're like, oh, that's a 16th strumming pattern. What is that all about? Well, you click this underneath it, learn this strum with Justin Guitar, and there's his video on how to do that. So it's a very easy way of kind of figuring out how these strums are created. So eventually you can just follow along with songs and not worry about that. But let's go back to the chords here. And some songs they're adding more and more have the Pro version. So if you click Pro, now you're going to have the actual chord types that are playing in the song, which is an E minor 7, which you'll see a picture of there, and then the G. Then we have the D sus4, and it's laid out in the fretboard beside it, along with this picture here. The A sus4, A7 sus4, sorry, and with the picture added, and then the C add 9. So then you hear the song play that. You can play along with the Pro version. So it sounds really cool. With the Pro chords, it just adds it shows you all the variations that really kind of separate the very basics of the chord to where you'll see professional guitar players play it. I think at this point they added like 73 chord types. They're always adding more and more. But the app can kind of grow with you, as you start building, starting very simple and then getting a lot more complex, learning cooler strumming patterns. So it's really kind of a systematic way, especially in the beginning. A lot of these songs I teach, and you could kind of build your way up to doing the versions that I might do on my YouTube channel, on my website, where I cover all the the crazy solos and stuff. But leading up to that, it's a good kind of way of just working your way up to that point. Now, so with the search function, you can actually do a couple other things. So let's go back to the song list here. Oh, I'm building up my level there. So let's see here. So we go into the song. You see this little arrow here. If I click that, you can actually say, okay, there's a list of chords that I can play, but what I'm not good at, I can't play that F. D minor is a pain, and I'm not good at the C major either. So you're just going to have songs with those chords in them. So there's 243 songs still. So then when you search for songs, or you go back to the song book, all of your songs here contain only the chords that you didn't X out. So it's a great way if you just know a few basic chords and they're like, how do I play, that you can, because they've rearranged so many of these to really be played with 11 basic chords. You can really learn a ton of stuff with any, if you know like just 2 or 3 chords. So, and you can determine what songs you play knowing just using the chords that you know. So with that feature, it's really, really cool to kind of navigate around the app. Now, a couple other features that we have are the tuner. So if you hit the bottom of the screen there, and just the app will listen to you play. So I'm in tune, my low E. The A gives you a little tone letting you know you're good to go. Look at that, I can actually tune a guitar. All right, so it's got an automatic tuner. It'll listen to you play. It has a manual version as well, so it's really good to go. Now, if some of the chords and strumming, you hit the little graduate hat symbol at the bottom, and you have Justin Guitar tutorials of the chords and strumming patterns. So it's pretty cool stuff. So there's a lot that you can get, but the great thing about it is it's great for just people who are just total beginners, never played anything. You can start you with just one string version of songs, which obviously they sound very basic, and the song's not played like that, but it helps your rhythm skills and it helps your coordination skills to be able to hit one individual string. And then very quickly you can build up to 3 string chords, which requires you to actually play real stuff in the left hand, and then building up to the full basic version of the song, and then getting to the pro version where you're learning all those cool chord variations and stuff. So it's a great app, and I suggest you guys check it out. There's going to be links underneath the video to all the Apple Store and everything that you're going to need to know to download it and start working with it yourself. I hope this will help you get through it pretty quickly. All right, I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.